Hey everybody, Tyler and Valve News Network. Sorry about that. If you're watching this live, had a bit of some buffering problems. A little tip for anybody that wants to stream on YouTube. If you're using the ultra low latency setting on YouTube's live stream setting, make sure that you don't have the new network optimizations also enabled within OBS Studio. Apparently those two interact in a weird way. Today is the May episode of Letting Off Steam, our news recap, and oh, did I say Valve News Network? Whoops. Whoops. I'm not Valve News Network anymore. Sorry, that's, as you could probably anticipate, that's a huge habit to be like, hey everybody, it's Tyler and Valve News Network. I said that for a decade, you know? All right, so we're gonna be recapping the news throughout the month, talking about stuff that I didn't get to through the news videos, updating everyone on the Team Fortress 2 situation, as after the Gabe Lies and TF2 video kind of blew up, as you'd probably expect, some insiders did get in contact and added to the story. Unfortunately, I do have to report that nothing needs to be quote-unquote corrected, as it was all apparently, allegedly accurate. However, I've seen people want to see a return of my older podcast, the Valve Catch-Up podcast. I don't know if anybody was around for that, but I had a podcast before Letting Off Steam called the Valve Catch-Up podcast that I did with my best friend JC. So why not, best of both worlds it and do both. So I'm gonna bring in JC, one of my oldest Valve friends. JC, can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear JC. That might be my end. Hold up. No, my settings are proper. Let me just update my settings. Sometimes that fixes it. Yeah, JC, I cannot hear you. That's fine. From Upside Down Smile, $4.99 super chat. Oh, I muted you. That's right. I did do that. Hello, JC.
Hello.
All right, there you are. Upside Down Smile with the $4.99 super chat. Can't wait for Team Fortress 3. Ooh. So, I guess we can start off with Team Fortress 3. JC,
we know it's coming this.
Hold up, what?
Confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So JC, for those that don't know who you are, because it's been a little while that you've been on the main channel, could you introduce yourself, please?
I run the Valve Archive along with Alpine and, well, just me and him basically.
Yep.
Just a website with like 50 gigabytes of rare Valve stuff on it. I also make games and write stuff, but that's the thing that you guys would know me for is Valve Archive.
Valve Archive and a lot of your submissions to Map Labs, I'd say. You've had a couple really good ones.
Oh yeah, and won a couple times, might add.
Mm-hmm. You and Ibo.
Yeah.
From a $5 super chat from Grayling, you started streaming just after Ross uploads a new game dungeon. Uh-oh. Can you check what game it is? Because I didn't realize we were going to interfere with Ross.
It's called Echo. I don't know what that is, but it's called Echo.
I'm just gonna watch it. Fucking love Ross. Go subscribe to Accursed Farms, aka Ross Scott, the original Wayne Radio TV.
The original Gordon Freeman.
The original
the canon
Gordon
voice
Freeman.
of Gordon Freeman for me always.
Like I do enjoy Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware. But like it will never replace Freeman's mind. It just won't. Freeman's mind's the best. But real talk about Team Fortress 3. I'll try and answer this as easily understood as possible. It's not something that's currently in development, but it's also not something that won't happen. There is a few projects in development in conversation with Valve that are being made by a third party that continues onward with the Team Fortress franchise, with the Team Fortress IP. Something that I see a lot of people, and JC, I don't know if you can attest to this, but something I see a lot of people say and request of Valve is just give Team Fortress 2 to somebody else, Like Team
I do
Fortress
see people
2,
say that sometimes.
it's like
you know,
huge.
Valve doesn't take care of it.
There's no they're gonna do that, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. One thing I've always wanted from TF2 is like a single player one. We've talked about those.
That's my dream game. Yeah.
It's like a game where you play as one of the classes and like go through their, you know, a little story with them, whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, who was that super chat from? Grayling, thank you very much for the $5. So JC, let's have a little bit of a Valve catch-up mini here, and let's just talk about what happened in the last month, but not just about the game catch-up, the Tyler McVicker catch-up. We like ketchup. Do you like ketchup?
I do like ketchup. I actually ordered some Whataburger spicy ketchup online, and I'm using it for everything.
That sounds pretty
Not
good.
sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
So anyways, what happened this month? The month started... Let me see what I uploaded. That'll give me a general idea.
Yeah.
We did cut content.
What's going on with
Sandbox, yeah. So Sandbox is of course continuing, but it's not something that is anywhere... Like, I played it the other day to check to see where it was at. Yeah. And it's definitely further along than it was when we did the live stream, but it's not something that can be played yet. People are starting to really figure out what can be done with the engine, and what's cool is the original developers of Creators.tf, mainly Moonly Days, is porting Team Fortress 2 into Sandbox as its own separate game mode.
Okay.
And it works, and I've played it, I've seen it, and it works and plays really, really well. And effectively what it's going to be is this extra game mode that'll be added into Sandbox that is just Team Fortress 2 in Source 2.
Will it have to have all new models, or is it just TF2?
No, everything is ported. Everything is ported, but with all the enhancements, graphical enhancements of Source 2 and Sandbox and stuff. So,
you know, we always hear about how the engine port would cause difficulties with pro people and like people who are used to specific physics movements and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about that in the port?
I mean, it's way too early to be able to identify any issues because obviously they're everywhere, and so, you know, it would really have to be until whenever they call it a playable game. But really, it's a community-made project, so far more people are going to be willing to be easily communicated with, and will likely be able to...
Maybe they go easier on it.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, Banny will still probably shit on it, but I mean, whatever. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I released the last 2 parts of the Doom Eternal Hugo Martin interview. I wouldn't say that I'm ecstatic about all of it. The final part, I will say, is likely my favorite, where he talks about everything that's upcoming for Doom Eternal, but it is obvious that id Software has moved on almost predominantly to working on their next title, which I which I speculate is the Quake 1 reboot that everybody is clamoring for. I will say I've learned a lot about the development of Doom Eternal and Bethesda and Microsoft. Something that's going on is people are leaving Bethesda Studios after Microsoft, you know, bought them out. A lot of really long-term Bethesda Game Studios employees, id Software employees, Arcane employees, Machine Games employees, they're just leaving. And that's slightly upsetting, but I also understand it. I was able to get an off-the-record quote from a few of them saying it's because the new corporate entity that owns it all has really changed the culture quite quickly. So, I mean, that's to be expected, but at the same time, I'm curious to see if that changes the quality or the type of output. Like, obviously, I would love to see more accountability be put over the people that are responsible for the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games, you know, the proper BGS studios, but at the same time, studios like Arcane, Machine Games, Tango, and id produce really great stuff anyways. So I'm curious to see where that ends up going. There should be a video eventually discussing the cut content of Doom Eternal, which I was told not to make by Bethesda PR, and I still might not make it. But at this point, it seems like they're moving on, so I might still do it. And I'm starting to learn.
They give you a reason?
It was. I'm not going to get into it. It's probably not smart to say exactly, but I will say that the cut content of Doom Eternal is interesting because it seems as if the original plans for what became DLC 2 were not realized in any way, and they just ended up using a whole bunch of scraps left over from cut features and concepts from previous iterations of DLC 1 and Doom Eternal proper. Someone had informed me that according to some of the scripts of Reclaimed Earth, the second level of DLC 2, it was supposed to be, it's listed as a level in DLC 1, and the Gate of Doom was supposed to be leading you back into Urdak in the Holt and not towards, you know, Emora. Which, if you pay attention to the Doom Eternal lore, the new Doom lore, that does actually seem to make a bit more sense than there being a secret portal to literal hell capital city on Earth. So, I don't know. But we'll talk about that in another video. It seems as if we're going to be getting an update to Doom Eternal soon with RTX support, with... what else is it coming with? RTX support, new master level based on Terrace Nabaa series, the next 2 or 3 series of, you know, seasons of battle passes to unlock cosmetics and stuff. So that'll be dope. What else happened this month? Oh, the Portal and Half-Life movies. Oh boy. So JC, do you remember when we first heard about the Portal and Half-Life movies?
8 years ago?
How old were you? How old were you, JC?
12.
Okay.
I was 12.
So here's the deal, guys. I was quite certain these movies were never going to happen. Then somebody showed me a Wikipedia page called List of J.J. Abrams Canceled Projects. And it's like... oh god, it's so big. There's like 100.
Oh wait, is that the guy that just did the interview where he said he didn't have a plan for the Star Wars trilogy?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
JJ. Yeah.
It's that guy.
So Portal movie. Well, they announced a Portal and Half-Life movie. In 2016, JJ talked about how they were about to have an announcement on specifically the Half-Life movie. And now in 2021, he said that he's no longer involved with the Half-Life movie and is about to have an announcement with the Portal movie. Guys, and I know that most general people don't believe it anymore, so I guess I'm speaking to the writers of the big game press outlets. Don't give this attention. Don't write articles about this. It's a lie.
That's what he wants.
You're lying. They're lying. They want to drum up hype for no reason other than just the attention it brings. Stop feeding into it. Stop it. Stop. Can you tell him to stop too, please?
Please stop writing about it. It's what he wants. Stop. God.
So, in a conversation I had with a Valve employee, which was actually the very first time a Valve employee like just opened up to me and started a trend of disgruntled employees whose projects were canceled or whose evals went poorly coming to me and just pouring their guts out, which the transcript of this conversation actually did leak, and that's where the "if you're a woman, hello" quote came from. In that conversation, we talked a bit about the Half-Life movie, and it wasn't real then either.
That was what, 5 years ago now?
That was 2016. That was 5 years ago. Yeah, you can go. Yeah. You can go check it yourself. I'm not going to give you a link to that leak because it includes fucking source code. But yeah, it's not real, guys. It's Valve. Like, okay, so let me put it this way, and I said this in the video. Netflix approached Valve to make stuff. Here's some Team Fortress 2 news for you. Netflix was approached by Valve. Oh, it's the other way around. Valve was approached by Netflix. And they said, can we use your IPs to make stuff? And Valve was like, yes. And the first thing to be publicly revealed from that is the Dota 2 anime, Dragon's Blood, which came out, and Season 2 has already been greenlit, and they're already working on Season 2. It's done really, really well. But Netflix didn't approach Valve. Allegedly, this is what I'm hearing, obviously. Everything I say, take with a grain of salt, because obviously I'm not Valve. This is what we do. But Netflix didn't approach Valve and be like, can we have Dota 2? They approached Valve and said, can we use your IPs to make television shows? The people that did the pitch wanted Team Fortress 2 over anything else. Because all you need to know, like, out of anything that Valve has ever done, the Meet the Team shorts, expiration date, the animated source filmmaker Team Fortress 2 bits are some of the best fucking, like, they're, like, even if you don't play Team Fortress 2, those are incredible.
Like, you can get, like, the whole gist of the universe just by watching those and not playing the game. You don't even need to play.
And, of course, Netflix was like, we want to, can we just do that? Can we just do that, please? But
yeah, if you're...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
The trick to working with Valve properties is to not let Valve get involved.
Exactly. And according to the head writer of Dragon's Blood, Valve had absolutely nothing to do with it. Nothing! They had nothing to do with it.
If Valve gets involved, it will take 10 years and get canceled, so don't do it.
So, what's funny to me is the interview that Danny did with Randy Pitchford for the Half-Life documentary.
Oh, yeah?
Do you remember this? Where Randy said, oh, Valve, we literally just made a game and gave it to Valve and they shipped it for us. Valve had nothing to do with Opposing Force. Valve had nothing to do with Blue Shift or the Dreamcast port or the PS2 port. We just made it for them, and they had they didn't even check on us. That's how you work with Valve.
One time I emailed Mark about this, and he said the only input Valve had on Blue Shift was Barney's last name.
Because they wanted to tie it to Half-Life 2. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean you say that, but Barney's last name is never mentioned in Half-Life 2. It's only in Blue Shift.
That's true. We got a $4.99 from Jonah. Do you have any stream mods? Because this chat has been awful. Tons of spam, and I've seen a few racial slurs. So, no, because there's no use. Like, just let it be. You know.
Just don't look at the chat.
Just don't look at the chat. Don't let it. Obviously, nothing in the chat represents the way I think.
Because I'm not looking at the chat.
Yeah. Just, you know, you can use Super Chat to immediately ask a question, which will be filtered out from the rest of it. We're going to be answering emails. I really don't care about the chat. There's not, like, YouTube chat is impossible to moderate anyways. My mod team gave up forever ago. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. And what were we talking about, Barney?
Barney Calhoun. Yeah, Blue Shift, Netflix adaptation. It looks like we're going to be seeing something. They're going to be doing more with their Valve's other IPs, and it seems like Team Fortress is the one they want to do it the most. So
yeah, I would like. Well, I don't know how it would work exactly, but like a Half-Life animated thing would be cool.
Well, the Half-Life franchise feels like it's full of. There's so many possibilities. Like I just picked. Like, yeah, there's so much you could do with it. But I feel like it's going to be it will be very difficult to do it properly. Like,
yeah.
That's like, I'm thinking about all the ways they could fuck it
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
TF2 is definitely an easier starting point.
Oh, because there's so much stuff you could do with it. Do you know what I mean? Team Fortress,
yeah, like
we already have examples of how it works.
There's no overarching plot you could fuck up or interfere with. You just I mean there is,
do what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, but kind of just do what you want, really.
£5 from Hugo. Any Dota 2 news? Wish you covered it further. So it's no secret that I don't like Dota 2. I appreciate the donation. I will tell you that Artifact and Underlords is done. There was 2 other unreleased Dota spin-offs in development that are gone. Ice Frog is working on a game that appears to be mobile related, possibly has something to do with the Steam Pal. But other than that, like, you know, what are you gonna do? Dota. I mean, like, we're going to be getting quarterly heroes. There's going to be TI this year, I think. But I don't like Dota 2. So, what are you going to do?
Yeah, and you're not Valve News Network anymore,
Yeah,
so you have that
I have
sort of,
no
you have that
obligation
excuse.
to talk about Dota anymore.
Like, you know, sorry, but...
Yeah.
You know.
So last thing that happened this month that we talked about on the channel was Steam Pal. And I have a lot to say about Steam Pal, but can you give us a little bit of an introduction as to what Steam Pal is?
Well, there are these patents that have been floating around from Valve that, like, are official, that are showing that Valve is working on, like, a handheld console with a 7-inch display with, like, gamepad controls that runs on, like, SteamOS. So basically, like, the Valve Switch, I guess.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a lot more to go into. Like, Ars Technica reported on it.
Ars Technica
like
apparently knew about it. You know?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Like, it was something that they had been following themselves for a long time, and because of the leak that Pavel found, XPaw, they were just like, okay, you know.
So it looks like they're being named after, like, the outer planets. So you have, like, Neptune and Jupiter. Like, it's called Project Jupiter or something, and the controllers are called Neptune. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so
something like that.
It's part of a much larger hardware push that Valve's going to be using over the next year, I think.
I think Valve has proven that if they've patented it, it's probably gonna at least be announced. I mean, can you think of any patents that were never followed up on? Because I can't think of any.
Lots
like,
of them. I mean,
Lighthouse. I'm thinking about, like, Lighthouse, the Index. You know, those were all patents before they were announced, and they were all announced. And, like, all the other Steam Link, Steam Machines. Steam Machines, that's a funny example. No, well, you know what I mean.
So there's actually leaks that can point towards everything. This is going to be a much larger video.
Steam Machines.
Steam Machines.
That
was a failed attempt because Valve was like, oh, you know, other people will make it. Like, they were very Valve about it, you know?
Yeah.
Goodness. So, yeah, anyways, I think there's a couple of things that I did talk about, and I don't want to share too much, you know? New VR headset, new Steam Box iteration, Steam Pal, new Steam controller.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
I'm looking at the list of Valve patents, like, it's in front of me right now, and there's lots of, like, drawings of weird headset designs. But you know,
BCI, yeah, BCI and wireless. That's like, yeah, that's gonna be the next big thing. So let's actually start answering some questions. This first one is from Pretty with the $5 super chat. If they make a series with Team Fortress 2, will Fig Pin finally release their Merc pins? No.
No.
No. I don't know. I don't want Team Fortress 2 pins. I don't know, man. Thank you for the donation. Seth with $5. I was AFK when you brought up TF2 being handed to someone else. Obviously, this is very early, but do you think the community content is a must for this? No. No, you could get away with not using any UGC and the game would still be great. Arcane's Omen leak. Guessing you've seen it, though. Also, I saw a fire truck. That's nice.
That's nice.
Arcane's Omen is a vampire game. Apparently, it's a mixture of Dishonored and Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines in terms
filling
of
the
gameplay.
Shoes of the failed Masquerade Bloodlines.
But this is running on UE4. This has been in development since before Moon Crash came out. I don't know a whole lot about it. It's not something that I've chased just very much because I'm pretty sure we're going to hear about it at E3. Because you have to remember, Deathloop was supposed to come out in like October of last year, then COVID. And so obviously their timeline isn't going to change for the other game just because, you know, because Arcane is 2 studios. Arcane, there's a studio in Lyon, France, which is working on Deathloop, and then where's the other one? Austin or Dallas? I think it's in Austin. And those are the people working on Omen. So it's actually the Prey 2017 studio that's working on Omen, not the Dishonored studio. However, Harvey Smith, the co-creator of Dishonored, who worked in Lyon, France for years, is actually at the Austin studio helping out with Omen. So it could be very good. I'm excited for it.
You been following? Oh,
go ahead.
Have you been following Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 and all the shit that's been happening with that?
I did until they switched developers, and then I was like, oh, okay, they're done. It's
development hell.
Yeah.
I know that. What was it called? Omen.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's gonna sort of fill the shoes of that.
I think
because I know people really wanted Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Coincidentally, it will, but I don't think it was ever intended to be like. Because obviously it was in development way further before the development house stuff became public.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm excited for it. It's an Arcane game. I love Arcane. This one's a $5 from, I'm going to call you Ahmad. Any thoughts or hopes about E3 announcement? Any predictions? Oh, wait, the character limit is only 150. Any news on Artifact 2? God, oh, please, I need... So Artifact 2's dead. They announced it proper. I'm sorry about that. They're no more Artifact ever.
They gave up.
They gave up entirely. Same with Underlords. So I'm
Half-Life
sorry
2
about
card
that.
Games.
Half-Life, yeah, well.
I mean, there is no, you could argue that that's like that.
Let's not.
Maybe.
Let's not. I don't want to.
Okay.
But E3 predictions. Yeah, I'll run through them. Nintendo, the Super Switch announcement, Breath of the Wild 2 2022, 2D Metroid 2021, Super Mario Party 2, some weird anime junk nobody wants, a disappointing Smash character reveal. Okay. Xbox, I don't really care about Halo Infinite, but all the Bethesda stuff and Obsidian I really care about. Obsidian, you're going to hear a little bit about Grounded, which unfortunately no one cares about, including me. You're going to hear a little bit about Avowed or The Outer Worlds 2. Or Bethesda, likely a re-release of Fallout 4, a la Special Edition. Omen from Arcane. Exhibitions and private servers for Fallout 76. The Fallout television series might get a teaser, which is being done by Amazon and the people that made The Boys. Doom Eternal, Invasion. If you don't hear about Doom Eternal Invasion mode, this E3 Invasion is canceled. That's my...
You sound very confident.
Yeah. There's some stuff I can't talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Doom Eternal, likely going to talk about some kind of updates for Doom Eternal. Maybe you get a teaser for Quake. And then Starfield. But the Starfield is not going to be any gameplay. It's going to be a CGI trailer that leads into possibly just the 2022 release date. I'm seeing arguments back and forth related to Starfield's release window, either whether that's Q1 or Q4 of next year. But Starfield's going to be a CGI trailer, a long one that introduces you to the story and the setting and the atmosphere and tone of the game, because it's a new IP, you know?
That can't just write off of previously,
Jackie with the €2 asking if Wolfenstein 3 will be at E3. Yes. Wolfenstein 3, The Lost Blood, The Lost Order, whatever, The Last Blood, the finale of the Wolfenstein trilogy. Yes.
I gotta finish the new Colossus.
So do I. I also have to play Youngblood. Shout outs to my partner Reno, who's playing me with that one.
Oh, Youngblood is great. Recommended.
Hell yeah.
I don't understand the people who gave it shit. I thought that was just people being stupid.
I don't know. I've yet to actually form my own opinions of it. As I've gotten older, the more I've been less willing to listen to the herd mentality when it comes to game opinions and stuff, and I'm just like forming my own.
Good idea.
Like, I was always told BioShock 2 was shit, and then I played it and it's my favorite one. Oh, you're gonna hear about BioShock 3. You're gonna hear about Ghost Story Games' new game, probably. You're gonna hear about I'm not really looking forward to a whole lot of Sony stuff right now. There's gonna be a lot of VR this year. Facebook.
You think we're entering an age of VR?
Yeah, Facebook is just pumping, like, Facebook is brute forcing it. Apple's going to be announcing their VR headset in the next 2 years, which is going to absolutely crush. And then Sony will probably properly announce PSVR 2. Like, they'll show it off. But with Quest 2 sales numbers where they're at, you know, come on. Like, it's going to do really, really well. I hope for... Now for my wish list. I have no information on any of this, but I hope the next turn-based Yakuza game gets announced. Because Yakuza Like a Dragon was so good. And Sega announced that the proper Yakuza series is going to go turn-based, while Judgment is the beat-em-up now. And they already announced Judgment 2, so maybe we don't get Yakuza 8 just yet. But I really want Yakuza 8. Half-Life Alyx for PSVR 2 is a possibility.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, my dad usually has shitty game opinions because he's like, you know, well, I don't want to get into it, but...
He's old?
Yeah, he's old. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I agree with him on is that Alyx needs to be on PSVR.
I think it will. Yeah,
I think that would be really good idea.
At this point, I do think that is huge. That is entirely possible.
I just don't know if Valve would let that happen, or how to convince Valve to let that happen.
They would let it happen just because they're
for the money.
They're so down right now with Steam VR and their platform. Like, it's not even a competition. They're not even trying anymore. You know.
Oh yeah. Like, you would get such a wide.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Wide audience.
Look, I think they should develop HLX to be able to be compatible with Quest hardware. That's where I'm at right now. Like, Valve isn't even fucking trying to compete, so might as well support the one platform so that we don't have this fucking split. Like, I hate Facebook, but oh my god, is the Quest platform fantastic.
It really sucks that we have to, like, be, you know, that we have to be in this situation.
Yeah, if you want to enjoy modern VR, that's just where you have to go. All right, another $5 from Fun. Do you think Game Pass on Steam will also include third-party games or just the first-party catalog? I think it'll include everything on Game Pass because there's a trade going on. There's a compromise happening, and that is my next video. Valve is getting something, but in return, Microsoft is also getting something. From Hugo, €5. Any news on Steam? Saw an image of a refreshed download page. Also, all the effort on Steam Input and Proton is not a coincidence with the SteamPal leaks. No, it is not. SteamPal is an x86-based portable computer that runs Valve's own proprietary version of Linux called SteamOS. And with Proton, in conjunction with Steam Link and Steam Input, you can play literally the entire Steam catalog on this handheld device, either natively or through Wi-Fi streaming. But as for any news for Steam, yeah, store page, library page, inventory page, download page, it's all getting updated. They're trying to have one universal platform instead of multiple programs running in unison under one client. Anything to add?
No.
Cool. Where is TF2 news? Well, we're going to be talking about it.
That was at the start of the stream.
We're going to talk about it throughout. Yeah. Do you think Valve will ever appear at E3 again? So the way that Valve handles conferences, it seems, they really only do it if it's convenient. You know? Like, if they happen to have something done, then maybe. But also, Valve owns Steam. So why do they need to go to E3? And just put.
Well, like, you know, you say that, but not everyone, you know,
yeah. That's true. That's true.
Like, Valve can put it on the front page of Steam, but that doesn't guarantee, like, market access.
Yeah, that's very true. Hi Tyler, this is an email from Brennan. I'm a huge Valve and Bethesda fan. Do you think it's possible we will see anything related to Citadel, HLX, SteamPal, Wolf 3, Ghostwire, or the Indiana Jones game? Okay, we're gonna go through this. If you're talking about E3, let's go through them in order. Citadel, no. HLX, no. SteamPal, no. Wolfenstein 3, yes. Ghostwire, yes. Indiana Jones, no. Thank you, Brennan. From John,
I haven't thought about Citadel in a hot minute. I wonder how that's doing.
It's trucking. It's trucking along.
They're going along.
Yeah. I haven't data mined it forever, so there's probably news that I've missed. From Jonathan Wood. Hi. This isn't important, but it's not a news.
Thought you were pre-screening these, Tyler.
I didn't see this one because it's just a question about who to contact. Valve really sounds like a rotting ship right now. From Coalgrave. Thank you for the $5. No comment.
That's fair.
Yeah, from your generic name. Hi, I followed all the Citadel leaks since they started, but I'm not really sure what the gameplay is like. Do you think you could shed some light on it? Yeah, go ahead, JC.
Well, it's the asymmetric. It's the okay. Let me get my bearings with that. From what we know, it's like one player is in VR, one player is on desktop, and do we know who's like? Okay, the PC player has access to like a tile grid, and they can like maybe put down enemies or drones or something. Like it's asymmetric VR player gameplay. I mean, but that's about all I know. Is that it's like you have a PC player who's controlling the sort of above the world, like from a Dota 2 kind of angle, and then you have like the on the ground player who's like in VR. But we don't know if they're against each other or if they're with each other. It's, it's asymmetric, though.
We do know it's asymmetric, but we do actually know that it's a combination of cooperative and competitive based on the game mode. This isn't like a linear, story-driven game. It's an instance-based, competitive, cooperative, multiplayer, Left 4 Dead-esque kind of thing.
I can't remember. Are we thinking that it's in Half-Life or not? Or is this the name of coincidence?
We do pretty much at this point understand that it is Half-Life. It is predominantly Half-Life based, at least at this stage in development. Yes.
It could change though. Because we know, if you know Valve, it's like they use the IP that suits the gameplay.
Correct.
At least that's what they say.
Yeah. That's not entirely true. Valve lies
that's
constantly,
what
they say. But Valve's public persona is a lie to get people to work for them. So always keep that in mind whenever you see anything that they say. From Brett.
Yeah.
Do you have high expectations for this E3 more than normal because of the pandemic? Yes. Yes. Because...
I remember.
Go ahead.
I remember E3 being a dying medium, and I'm not sure if this is going to be any different. Well, I mean, it looks like there are some cool games coming out.
It is a dying medium, and this is kind of a special circumstance because, like, look, there's like a year of backlog of news announcements that has just been building up because of the pandemic.
Well, it's two E3s for the price of one, I guess.
Yeah. E3 in general's over. But this will be a fun one. It's a little celebration.
I wonder if this will be like... Well, I don't imagine this is the last one, but...
No, but it'll be the last interesting one, I think.
It'll probably shamble on for another 5 or 10 years, but...
Yeah.
But, with declining viewer numbers.
Well, we'll see how it ends up going. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up
with That's just my opinion.
Have you been keeping up with the Sonic Rangers leaks? No. I don't know. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay.
I'm not a Sega person.
I was wondering if the Steam headphones are still in the works. I haven't heard anything about them in a really long time, actually.
I think I see something in the patents about that.
No. To answer your question quickly, no. I have not heard anything, but I am sure they're still in the works.
What is this? I'm just going to send this to Tyler. What is this? This is recent, apparently. It looks like the Index ones, though.
That is the Steam headphones. God
this is from April.
Okay.
It says
April. Yeah, all right, never mind.
Yeah, there's a patent for the Steam headphones circa April this year. But I don't really know what it's trying to say or what it's exactly patenting, but...
From the man, $5. Our upcoming Steam revamps actually ground up app fixes, yes. New Steam chat and the new library are super broken. Hope to move on from old spaghetti code. Yes, and
hopefully.
Yes, it's still gonna be super broken. It can be a ground up fix and still be broken. And that's what we're dealing with. From, I'm gonna call you Use212. $5, thank you very much. Will Valve still make normal keyboard mouse shooters? Will we ever get another non-VR Half-Life game? Citadel. It's got
HLX.
HLX is not keyboard and mouse. HLX is VR.
Wait, I thought that was the Source 2 FPS platform.
No! Where do you keep hearing that?
Someone told me that.
Everybody's saying that. No, it is not. It's literally just building off of Half-Life Alyx.
Who the fuck told me that? I'm gonna.
Gary.
Wait, wasn't it Gary that said that?
Yeah, but he said that when I approached him with like, "Hey, you forgot to take out all the HLX stuff from the sandbox build," and he's like, "Oh, well, it's just first person. It's nothing." Okay, Gary.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Not true. Watch my HLX videos, guy. Will they make normal keyboard and mouse games? Citadel has a keyboard and mouse component, and that's as best as you're gonna get anytime soon. If they ever make Half-Life 3, it'll be keyboard and mouse. I think. Well, then that's what they said. Isn't that what they said? They lie. Okay. They lie. No comment.
Don't do that to me.
Well, wait till after the stream. Have you played Titanfall 2? Yes. JC, have you?
No, I mean meaning to. I own it.
The single player is fantastic.
That's what people say. It's really, like Half-Life.
Really good. Well, it's not really like Half-Life, but it's very, very good. Yeah. Beatles or Beach Boys? Beatles, but Beach Boys are very good too.
If I had to choose, I would say Beatles, but I don't listen to either of them.
You're stupid. Got him, guys. Caught in 4K. JC stupid.
Wow, can't believe you.
You're never gonna come back from this. Pack your things. Pack your things. No more library.
No more library. Hey.
Yeah.
You're not taking that job away from me.
Did you start that job?
No, it starts in a couple weeks.
Good job. JC got a job at a library. Isaiah.
Fucking dream job.
Can you talk a bit about the possibility of Starfield coming with native VR support? I will comment that I have heard things. I will not go any further. Isaiah, thank you for the question.
It's hard being Tyler McVicker.
Well, I've learned from my mistakes, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I know what happens if I say too much. Check Gary Twitter.
What's the next?
Did Gary just tweet at us?
Oh, great.
Oh no, the Sandbox dev blog came out. Okay, cool.
Okay, I guess.
Love you, Gary. Hi, Tyler. Got some Nintendo-related questions for you. Are you looking forward to Game Builder Garage? Do you plan on making games with it or playing other people's games? I think it could be fantastic if Nintendo didn't fucking suck with online support and required you to type in a code to play anybody's games. Super Mario Maker 2's library and platform of searching for things is what Game Builder Garage would have needed to succeed. It's gonna be DOA. Sorry. It'll be really good stream content for Vinesauce and Germa, but there's I don't know. There'll be Reddit threads for people to share their games, but Nintendo should have just done that anyways. Nintendo fucking sucks with a lot of their stuff. What do you think will be discussed and announced at Nintendo's E3 press conference? We've already discussed this. Do you think the Switch and its successor will have controllers more like the Wii Remote or Wii U Gamepad? No. Aside from the games, what software do you think will be put on the Switch in the future? Do you think we'll see more significant Switch updates during its lifetime? So some of the more important features for the Switch OS that we've been waiting for, mainly themes and a lot of the streaming platforms, haven't been put on because of performance constraints on the Tegra X1 Plus SoC. The Super Switch Pro, or whatever it ends up being called, is using an entirely different system on a chip that has backwards compatibility with the Tegra X1 Plus. So we'll end up seeing, yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to see more software on it. Is there anything worth mentioning about the Super Switch / Switch Pro that wasn't brought up in the video? Yeah, Nintendo Online emulation for newer consoles. Next. Sorry to ask about TF2, but what is the stream thumbnail? Sorry if this is asked already. I covered the TF2 news I had at the top of the stream. Valve is looking to give Team Fortress franchise to third parties to continue it and solve the bot problem for them, because no one is solving it. The "oh god" came from the confirmation that no one is actually working on the bot problem right now, and because of the push to get Citadel done, it's actually not a concern regardless of how bad it's getting. Sorry.
Let's get Gearbox to make Team Fortress 3. Come on, everybody.
The "oh god" news is, even though people want to fix it, it's not even on their radar. Oh, see? Oh god. Oh god. You guys begged for it. You guys kept pushing me.
You wanted to know.
You wanted to know.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. Skip that question.
Is it a stupid question?
No, it's I can't answer that.
Oh, fair.
The latest Steam client beta obviously showed a lot of new shit, but I don't see much conversation about the Callisto development program. What is this? The Callisto development program is developing directly on the Steam Pal, allowing developers to get access to the hardware early and make sure their games are functional on that hardware. Simple as that. Good question, though. Yeah. I know that Vanilla Doom Eternal OST will never get a proper release on Spotify because it's stuck in copyright hell. But could we see an official release of the Ancient Gods OST? You could, but it doesn't seem like, excuse me, id and Bethesda and Microsoft are at all interested in doing that. I could be wrong, but it's a shame with Doom Eternal's OST. It seemed like everybody was wrong in that situation. I don't know. Are the Saxies ever coming back? No. They did announce the Dota 2 Source Filmmaker Short Contest. Which is effective. No, Saxies are over. What do you think HLX or Citadel, when do you think HLX or Citadel will be announced? HLX, you're looking at another 2 years. Like, it just started development. Citadel, however, I wouldn't be surprised if it was announced the end of this year. It's been in development for going on 3.5, 4 years now. Any chance Valve will make their own headset with all the peripherals they're making? Yes. Yes.
Well, they're... Like another one?
Yeah, Index 2. Wireless BCI. We've talked about it. Oh, what up, Tyler? Just sharing my predictions for E3 if Valve ever shows up. Valve isn't going to show up, so I'm not going to read your prediction. Love you, Harvey, but no. Will you visit Valve's headquarters ever again? Likely no.
I still want to get in there one time at least.
Likely no. I've pissed off the wrong people over the years doing the things that I do. So, I mean, if someone at Valve that wants to bite the bullet and bring me in, I would go, but no, probably not. And I really, like, the more I learn about how Valve actually operates, the less I enjoy them as the corporate entity that they are. Tax Collector Man said it best on Twitter, where I'm a massive fan of, like, the 2/3 of the artists and creators that want to do good by the community and create the best they can. But it's because of the business, just the horrific business side of how Valve operates, chews up young employees by lying to them, and the 1/3 of the company that just wants to fuck around and get paid without actually doing any real work and ruining everybody's day. Valve's a mess. And they're also just a massive lie. I'll eventually go into it in more detail, but I feel like my last video does it justice for the time being. Go watch Gabe Lies in TF2. I thought that was pretty good. Did you think that was all right, JC?
I thought that was a really good video. Went into what I don't like about Valve.
Hell yeah. This is from Jeff. Hi, Tyler. What direction do you think Wolf 3 will go in? I love the New Order, but never gotten into the New Colossus, and it seems New Colossus got mixed feedback regards to its narrative. Well, New Colossus got crazy, weird mixed Colossus, like, because of the fucking, like, it went from, it broke its own narrative rules. You know? Yeah, I don't want to spoil you, but there's a couple moments where the game loses all its credibility. And it has nothing, like, I originally thought people were pissed because it goes, like, you know, there's a scene where, like, Hitler's being an idiot, pissing on shit, and he's, like, falling apart or whatever. No,
that scene was hilarious.
No, it's not that people, like, there's another scene where they literally just, like, really? Okay. It's not even political. It's just, like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense, you know? Wolf 3, unfortunately, will go more in that direction, I think. And it'll end with Mecha Hitler.
That makes sense.
Spoilers, I guess. Do you think Valve will make a Left 4 Dead VR? It's kind of what Citadel is mechanically. Next.
For all we know, they could switch Citadel to be the Left 4 Dead IP.
Yep. What is your opinion of the worst possible name Nintendo could give to the Super Switch, the new Nintendo Switch?
That would be the worst.
Yep. I hate that trend. Come up with a name.
Super Switch is a good name.
Super Switch is a great name. I don't remember how I came up with that, but I came up with that. Any info about the story of Starfield? I actually know nothing about the plot of Starfield. I know names of planets. I know that there's terraforming. I don't actually know the plot. It's a really good question. I don't know. Is Valve still trying
Gary's
to get Game Pass
Space
on
World.
Steam? Is Valve trying to get... Yes, they're still trying to get Game Pass on Steam. Thought on Actman's video on Valve. It's a great video. He summed it up perfectly. Do you believe it's a viable theory that Team Comtress 2 has gone private and we have not heard it in a long time because they are working with a few people still interested in doing some upkeep in Team Fortress 2? That theory does have some interesting... Like, it does make sense. Here's the problem. Team Comtress 2 is run by a developer named Mastercoms, a person I am friends with, and I asked. And that's not the case. It's just not. Unfortunately, that's the theory that I can immediately have answered, and it's not true. Team Comtress 2 went private because it uses some of the source code from a license, not because they're working directly with Valve. What happened to Super Mario 35 and the standalone release of 3D Mario games you said were coming out? E3's coming up, isn't it? Is there any chance that CSGO could get a port to Source 2 this year? Nope. That got canceled entirely.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That kind of sucks.
Yep. Do you think Valve is ever going to release a cheap consumer-focused VR headset in the vein of the Quest? Absolutely not. The next headset is going to be more expensive than the first Index.
Oh, come on. Fucking Valve.
Wireless and BCI built in, my man.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
I was originally thinking like, oh, you know, I'll just wait till the Index 2 or something.
Do you have
and then it's like
$1,500?
I mean, yeah, but no.
I mean,
like,
but who wants to spend like their whole savings account on the fucking BCI headset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the Index 1 will go down in price after Index 2?
They're going to cease manufacturing them and try and fulfill as many pre-orders as they can and then cancel the rest of the pre-orders.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
It looks like I'll just stick with my
Go buy a Quest. Go buy a Quest 2. It's $300. I tried to convince Ibo to get a Quest, but Ibo's like, "Nah, I'm gonna get the Index." Okay.
Yeah, she bit the bullet and bought an Index, and I'm just like, really? Like, okay. I mean, it's her money.
It's her money, and it is the better experience, but it's $300, man. Like, you know.
I played it on an Index when I was at a friend's house, and it was okay, I guess. It didn't blow me away compared to the Odyssey 2. Or Odyssey Pro. Yeah. Plus.
No, it's an improvement. It's the best experience, but it's not as big of a jump as people expect it to be. Yeah.
Like, and I was kind of disappointed by the LEDs having like the blue blacks. I was kind of disappointed by that.
It's an LCD screen, yeah.
You know what I mean. I was kind of disappointed because on the Odyssey Plus, it's not like that. Like it uses the screen that can actually turn off the pixels, so it's like true black or whatever. At least
that's true. That is true. Yeah.
And then on the Index, it's just like, oh, it's just like dark blue. Okay.
They did that to cut some costs down. They claim it's because of the Pentile extra subpixel thing, and that is true. And also, LCDs have a faster response rate, you know? So there are benefits. But it was also for cost, you know?
Yeah,
An OLED screen at that refresh rate and at that resolution would have bumped the price up to probably $1,200, you know? Because Valve is selling at cost, so who knows?
Is that like the party line, or is that something you found out?
I researched what it was made out of, found all of the parts costs. I did the math myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a Valve lie. It's just
no. It's just they really are selling it at cost. Yeah.
Jeez.
What is the status of the community-made TF2 updates that follow in the step of The Last Stand, and isn't reasonable to expect signs of life from the TF team in the summer? Signs of life, is it reasonable to expect signs of life from the TF team in the summer? Well, there is no TF team. However, it is reasonable to expect the beginning of Trust Factor in the summer. Yes. However, you have to remember that they won't tell you when they first put in Trust Factor. You just have to wait and see when the bots start to calm down for you, which is not now. The community-made TF2 updates have been replaced in favor of something else, something cooler. $10 from Mask. Hi, Tyler. Love the direction you're going with your videos. The reports are great. Thank you. My question is, do you personally think Valve's next headset... Oh, when do you think the next headset will be announced? I have no idea. Probably next year. Maybe with Citadel. Do you have a theory?
That'd be cool, I guess. I don't know if I buy that, but
yeah, I have no information on when. You know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Can we? Are there any updates on the status of the next Valve HMD? Yes. We just talked about it. Next question. Will Avowed be at E3?
No.
I don't think so. It's still pretty early. It'd be cool if it was. It'd be much... you know, Obsidian's working on other stuff. I think the other stuff is more likely to get announced than Avowed. Is its development going well? Yeah. Yeah. No problems to report on that end. Can you draw a dragon? I want to see your skills of an artist. Oh man, I love Strong Bad so much. You know, I watch Strong Bad, just Homestar Runner videos constantly, and I've been watching them for like 20 years now, and they never get old. I love Homestar Runner. Shoutouts to the brothers Chap. They seem like such cool guys.
I've actually been watching Homestar Runner stuff lately, and it's fucking funny as hell.
It seems like it seems like it's come so naturally to them. Their types of humor. It just seems it seems to flow. Like they're just so good at it. Oh my god. Have you seen the rumors about the AMD APU that's going to be used in the Steam Pal? TLDR, it'll be the AMD Van Go. It can play most modern games at around 50 FPS for medium-high settings, designated for low-cost, low-power stuff. No, I haven't, but I'll look into it. I haven't really done my research on the hardware stuff for the Steam Pal just yet. I've been busy working on a Valve Game Pass video, so, and also Starfield, and also the future of Fallout. Those are my projects right now. Oh, and also some VR stuff, but... Hi, Tyler, come to Bulgaria. It's literally what City 17 is based on. It'll be a surreal experience for you, haha. I'm sure it would.
I've already been to Bulgaria. It's called Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to go there.
Also, any Citadel news? Yeah, but we've talked about it. Runway Complex looks fucking amazing. Is it actually out on the Steam Workshop yet? I don't think so. I think they delayed it by a day to put more toilet paper in the game.
Yeah, it's a very important thing.
No lie, that's what Chimona told me. He's like, yeah, we're putting more toilet paper in the game. Well, okay.
I can't believe they missed that. Okay. Oh.
Let's see. Oh, $5. Can you speak to more why Source 2 Counter-Strike was scrapped? As far as I can tell, it has to do with the ability to port previously available user-generated content properly. Like, the whole library of workshop content needs to be compatible in some way, and they couldn't figure out a way to make that work seamlessly. Also, they don't wanna. Also,
yeah, they just don't wanna.
Laziness, and a shrinking CS:GO team. Oh man.
Have you seen that Half-Life 2 multiplayer thing?
No. I mean, what, like modular combat, or what is it called? Synergy?
No, it's I don't know if I'm actually, I don't know if that's announced yet. Never mind.
JC's just got in trouble.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
All right, Steam Pal versus Switch. Which one do you think will be better? Switch. It's Valve. Valve could sell 10,000 Steam Pals and never make them again, and that would be good for them.
Which would suck.
The Switch actually has to be a thing. The Steam Pal, there is no... It's Valve! It's Valve. It doesn't matter how cool the Steam Pal is. It will be impossible to get one. It will be impossible to get one. Next. Do you think it's a good idea for Valve to release the Steam Pal with their custom Linux distro, given their history with abandoning projects? No! Security! I know! Especially since this fall we're probably going to get Windows 11, which will have a far superior touch functionality, Android app support, better battery management. Look, no, because Valve doesn't like... I mean, maybe. Ugh, God. It doesn't matter because it's not going to be support. Like, yeah, they're going to give up on it. They're going to abandon it. They'll release it, and then 3 months later, they won't even update it anymore. All right, $5 from Master. Can you speak on when there will be an official announcement on the state of Dota Underlords? Can I be honest with you? JC, can you guess what I'm about to say?
Do you want me to say what I think you're gonna say?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that there will never be an announcement.
You are correct. You're correct. Everybody, round of applause for JC for understanding Valve's bullshit. Yay!
Woo! All the Underlords fans are crying.
You bought all those coins? You bought all those Underlords coins? Fuck you. Next question. Will Valve help new team with developments, Team Fortress 2? I hope they expand story more. No, they won't.
I hope Valve doesn't even touch it.
Yeah.
Then maybe it'll actually have a chance.
Yeah. I mean, they get 100,000 concurrent players all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, give it to anybody. Like, people would murder for that kind of stuff. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Hey, you want to know something that I just figured out?
What?
15 years ago this very month, Valve announced Episode 3.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
I'm gonna go cry now.
How old were you when they announced Episode 3?
10.
I was 5.
Oh, God.
And now we're doing this podcast.
Oh, no. Oh,
I know, right?
God. Why?
Oh, someone in the chat says they were not born yet, which is even more horrifying.
I bet you're a TF2 fan. Got him.
Got him.
Hi, Tyler. Greetings from Brazil. I'm watching the stream, and I was thinking about I was thinking about what question to ask. So here's the one I come up with. Are the Citadel and HLX leaks still going on? Yeah, I haven't actually data mined since my last HLX video. I'm not Valve News Network anymore, so I don't feel an obligation to scroll through SteamDB's GitHub every goddamn day of my life. But yes, when things slow down with E3 and I catch up with the projects I need to make, I'll go back and data mine. I might just ask Testing Law if anything's happened, because it seems like he keeps up with it. And I've kind of bred this like data mining community that do it for me. And if something's like really found, I'll get told anyways. But yeah, I need to look through the last, couple months of Dota 2. So we'll see. Hello, Mr. McVicker. I have come asking for the "If You're a Woman, Hello" meme. What is the origin? What is the context? Why? What? How? And when? Okay.
I can also fill some of this in.
JC, you know what? You tell the story, because I'm fucking sick of telling the story.
It's from 5 years ago, from an internal chat that got leaked. It's a very funny quote. Yeah. But I don't remember the exact context.
Context was this person was anonymous, and I didn't want to misgender them. That was it. I kept saying dude and sir, like what up, man, and I realized I was assuming, right? And I was like,
oh, woman, hello.
If you're a woman, hello. Sorry. But they, this person wanted to remain anonymous as to not get in trouble because they were leaking just way too much shit, And a lot of that stuff came true, which is fun. Can you please tell us any news related to TF2? No.
No, you don't deserve it.
Fuck you. Yo, Tyler, first time ask questioner. Do you think TF2 will be moved to another company or a third-party development in the future? Yes. Do you think the lack of updates will persist throughout the next year or so? Yes. Sorry. But yeah. Why was Dota Underlord's post-launch development canceled? Adrian Fanal left the team. Simple as that. He was the driving force. Was it a joke, or did I misunderstand you when you said there would be a Netflix Blue Shift show? I don't remember. Did I say that?
I don't think you said that.
I don't remember saying that, but no, I don't think there will be a Half-Life Blue Shift television show.
Yeah, I don't know what that even means, or like, where did that even come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they got confused because we were talking about the Netflix stuff, then we were talking about Blue Shift, and
I don't know.
I don't
know.
Anyway, next question.
Oh, I accidentally did say it. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh.
No, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Can you explain once and for all what happened with Portal Beta? No, sorry. No.
Fuck that. Fuck
Nah,
that.
absolutely not. If you were
You had to be there.
Yeah, it was torturous. If you were to own the TFIP, what would you do with it and why? I would give it to... Who would I give it to?
You know what I would do?
I'd give it to id. I'd give it to id.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd give it to id Software. Be like, hey, Quake was built, TF was built off Quake. Here, you can have this. Update it.
You know what I would do? I would try. I don't know how this would work exactly, but I'd make it fucking public domain so anyone can make a game with the IP. Just to let it go wild.
Ooh.
See what happens.
Oh god. So many porn parodies.
Oh great. Well, there already are. So what's the difference?
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Is Fallout 76 ever going free to play? That's a really good question, and I think it should.
But will it?
That's a really good question. Is there any passion at Valve anymore? That's a $2 question from Captain Lester. Yes, of course there is. It's just very hard to act on that passion because of the toxicity that exists in the Elder Statesman.
Yes.
Very succinct way of putting that, Tyler. Good job, Tyler. Pierce Smith with the £5. Do you know the BCI capabilities of the Index 2? Nope. Also, JC's Metro Police poster is on my wall. Looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got the Beta City 17 poster and also the Breen poster on my wall.
I think you got them before I started printing them on glossy paper.
Correct.
They look much better now.
Well, you can see them with the lights because they're matte. Glossy tends
True.
to reflect.
That's true.
All right. Do you think sometimes people, especially on Reddit, overhate Valve and the game developers? I think overall there's a tendency, especially lately, to pile on to game developers without really thinking about their humanity. I think
that they're people.
Yeah, that's definitely something. There's a lot of projection of blaming the developer and not the publisher or the business, the business suits.
It's usually the suits who cause the problems that you're talking about.
And it's also, like, you got to remember, Valve sucks, but like the business entity sucks, the system sucks. The people at Valve generally are still good people. It's a broken system that, again, the Elder Statesmen abuse. And again, not every Elder Statesman is a bad person. I have it on very good authority that Robin Walker is a sweetheart. Thank God, am I right?
Honestly.
But I think overall, yeah, I think there's a tendency of people to project anger and frustration with Valve and their behavior towards individuals instead of the system as a whole. And unfortunately, there's no way to really pinpoint the problem actors directly in any meaningful way. And even if you did, how do you act on that information, right?
Yeah, you can't get them fired. What's the point?
I read on your Twitter that Valve is working on both an Index sequel and a Quest-style device. It's not a Quest-style device. It's a handheld computer a la the Switch.
Switch-style device.
Yeah. But, I mean, maybe it'll be sleek enough to slide into goggles. Who knows?
Huh.
Yeah, I've heard that, but
idea.
I don't know. But the standalone computer device does appear to be an x86 APU, yes. Did you hear about... Oh, thank you for the £5, by the way. Also, we have a $1.99 or a £1.99 Quake reboot announcement at E3. At E3, I think you're going to hear more about, like, Doom Eternal updates. I'd love to see the Quake announcement, but I don't know if it'll happen anytime soon. Well, Doom Eternal came out a year ago, so I don't know. Did you hear about the Atomic War? It's a new arcade mode in Dota 2, which is basically auto chess. No, I haven't. And based on the reception and response to things like Artifact and Underlords, I don't think Valve really cares either.
Yeah, no.
Do you think Deathloop will have VR support post-launch? Nope. Hi, Tyler. I was very intrigued by your previous statement saying that TF2 will be handed off to a third party for future development. Can you please elaborate on this? No. Do you think Valve just lets Gary do their job on Source 2 because Engine has a lot? Yes, I do. I do think Valve is like, here, Gary, you do it. I do think that's what's going on. Hi, Tyler. Do you have any information about the development of Payday 3? No? JC, do you?
No.
Okay.
Last time I played Payday 2 was about 4 years ago.
Hi, Tyler. Do you believe in the rumors of xCloud coming to Switch? Yes, I do. It continues to state that Nintendo will use this to port more games to console. Yes, I do believe that that'll happen. And they already have proof of concepts working with Control. So, yeah, I do believe that'll happen. What do you think Microsoft will announce at E3? I've already kind of talked about it. Maybe another Forza Horizon game. I have heard about that, but I've never actually played Forza Horizon. Have you?
No.
I've heard really good things about Forza
Is that
Horizon.
how you pronounce it?
Forza?
Are you saying Forza? I don't know.
I've heard
Forza,
that. I've
Forza.
heard it was really good, and I guess some of them are on Game Pass. I should try it out. I've been waiting to get a good steering wheel before I play some of those. You know? But I'm saving my money right now because I just paid taxes. What sort of game opinions do you think the new... What sort of gameplay options do you think the new Quake will introduce that the Doom Eternal has not already done? That's a really interesting question. Bunny hopping, more movement options. Bunny hopping, rocket jumping. I think those would be the two big ones. Bunny hopping and rocket jumping built on top of the already crazy movement selection. I really want to think about that and continue thinking about that, but I have to think, and I'll just be silent sitting here.
Thinking.
Yeah. Thoughts on BCI? It's scary.
Pass.
Pass. Have you heard
I mean,
anything
what
about...
else can I say?
No, I know. It's scary as fuck, but I'm sure, like... my true opinion is invasive, fuck that. Helmet...
Exterior, maybe.
Exterior, I'll try it. Yeah. As long as it's not going to give me, like, a tumor or something.
Just, I don't want anything in my brain, please. I want to keep...
Yeah, Gabe really does legitimately think that you'll be able to productize brain surgery in the, like, next 5 years and people will line up.
No!
I don't, like... is anybody in the chat somebody that sees themselves lining up for brain surgery?
Like experimental video game brain surgery? To play games better?
Games that are dependent on Valve developing because it's their hardware, and so it'll never fucking happen. And so you have this chip in your brain that's not being updated or supported anymore because it's fucking Valve?
Ugh. Pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, so I was talking about the Half-Life 2 multiplayer thing.
Yeah.
Has not been announced yet, but it is going to be soon. I have heard.
Who is working on that?
People that you know.
Good people or bad people?
Good people.
Have you tried it?
I am involved with it.
Is it cool?
Yes.
All right.
It is, already...
Is it video worthy cool, though?
Not yet.
Will it be when it's announced?
I think so.
Okay.
I can't... I was told not to really talk about it besides what I just said.
Okay.
I was given words. I was fed words to say just now.
You were given words. You are a mouthpiece right now. Yeah.
Yeah, but I respect what they're doing, so I
Sure.
will gladly.
Sure. Why not?
It'll be cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, watch out for a Half-Life 2 multiplayer thing.
Here we go. Is there any chance that Starfield is going to have VR support or a VR mode in the future? No comment. Are there any future VR games or ports from any Bethesda ZeniMax studios? No comment. Is there a Steam Pal Citadel situation similar to how Left 4 Dead 3 was tested and played on the Steam box and the AR headset? That's a really good question. That's a really good question. Yes. I'm just going to say it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Are there any new features to Steam VR that you know of? Steam VR has, like, oh my god, like 5 people working on it. It's a shame. It's just whatever they need for the games they're developing right now, you know? If you were given the chance to work at Valve, what project would you work on? I wouldn't take the job.
Me neither. Well, I don't know.
No, I wouldn't take... I know that no matter what I would want to do, it would get me fired. So fuck it. No, I don't want to upend my life, move to Seattle, and get fired after 6 months. Fuck that.
Yeah, like... Yeah. I would want to do I would want to do those,
yeah, I would want to do the documentaries. I'd want to do the interactive museum documentaries. I'd want to archive their fucking back catalog.
What do they call it? Dogmouth videos?
What?
Never heard of those?
No.
It's it was something that was coined by a Campo Santo person, I think. It's a reference to those behind-the-scenes videos of Call of Duty where they just zoom in on a video of like a dog opening its mouth.
That, but better. Yes, that, but better. Sure.
And and basically what it is videos of people working on the game as it's being made and then using those in a thing.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
That's what I would want to do. They'd never want that.
Yeah, I would be like, hey, what you working on? And they're just like, get the fuck out of my face. Yeah,
you're not getting stock options for asking that question.
And I would, and then when the game would get canceled, I'd make a video like, hey, here's a game we were making, but we stopped.
And then they wouldn't let you release that. We're gonna use it. We're gonna use it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure. When? Yeah. Where?
Go eat your catered lunch and get somebody to do your laundry. Fuck off. See you in Hawaii. Question: do you have any new info on HLX? Nah. I haven't data mined. Sorry. Been focused on some other stuff. How much longer will these winter cases drop in TF2? That's a really good question.
Till August.
Till the end of time. Can you make a playlist of all your unlisted videos? Yeah, I'll do that. Will there
Didn't
be
you
more
already do that?
I did, but I redid my playlist when I redid Valve News Network to Tyler McVicker. I need to do it again. Yeah. Will there be more Valve Netflix shows? Yeah. Earlier, you were saying that JJ Valve movies were canceled, but how do you know? That's not they're canceled. They're going to be in development hell for years and then never talked about again. Are there still updates for Portal 2 that you teased earlier? Oh, yeah.
Portal 2?
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a video on Portal 2 coming up soon that it's almost done.
That's not out yet?
No.
Damn, you take forever on those.
I wanted to... If I had been on top of the script, I would have had it done for Portal 2's anniversary, but I didn't.
Yeah. JC makes really good videos for Valve Archive. It's just she takes like ages to get them done.
Yeah, it's because I have other stuff going on.
And she also pays another person to do the voiceover. Ugh.
Yeah, because I don't like my voice.
I should just do that for you for free. Why don't I? Fuck, that's so... Yeah, whatever. Will Valve be at E3 to announce Citadel or a TF2 update? No.
Probably not.
They won't be at E3 either.
Maybe they'll have that booth with the skate park. Do you remember that?
I do.
When was that? 2015?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck was up with that?
I don't know. Valve does weird shit. Valve just does whatever they want.
Gabe was like, hey, let's put a skate park out front. Maybe people will like us.
Hi, Tyler. I'm part of your Discord mod team, and on behalf of all of us, I plead with you to never post random memes in Wall of Fame ever again.
Do it anyway. That's my official opinion.
On a more serious note, was there an exact moment or an event that made you realize that Valve was not the great, amazing, shiny company they pretend that they are? Yes.
What was it?
I'm not going to talk. You know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely not. I'm not going to talk about it.
Mm.
But yes, there was a moment. It was awful.
Is there another moment that you can say that also contributed?
Oh, yeah, them throwing me under the bus for Left 4 Dead 3.
Oh, yeah, that
and then,
was fun.
like, 2 months later, confirming it. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Do you think Valve will continue to operate after all the founders have moved on? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think they have too much momentum with Steam and everything. That's
really... You're waiting for the toxic elder statesmen to leave their post, and then Valve can really get going again.
Or... Well, never mind.
Well, yeah. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
If you chose any game media company to work for, which and write news, which would it be and why? That's a good question.
I don't know if I would.
Eurogamer, I think.
Eurogamer's pretty good.
I think out of all of them, Eurogamer seems to be the best. Eurogamer, or I would just choose to work with Jeff Grubb specifically. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some good guys out there. Any updates about Left 4 Dead? It's been pure radio silence, and I'm just wondering. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
More Left 4 Dead updates? Oh, yeah.
Tyler confirmed for Steam Pal. EMK, thank you very much for the $5. I can confirm that Tyler is confirmed for Steam Pal.
Tyler McVicker source.
JC, look what you did.
What did I do?
JC, this is your question, okay? Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
Okay, well, too bad. Hello. Is the Half-Life multiplayer project just Jabroni Brawl 3 by chance?
No.
Do you have any info on its release date?
It's not a Valve thing, and no, I don't know when it's coming out.
Yeah, make sure to say that. Yes. Will Valve announce something at E3 or the Summer Games Fest? No. Do you think Valve will release new source files of the newer source filmmaker animations like they did with Heavy or Soldier? No.
I don't know why they would.
They wouldn't. Quick question. Do you believe the Quake IP has a future, seeing how Doom Eternal has taken so much inspiration from those games? Yes. On that question, do you believe arena shooters as a whole will ever come back to their former glory? No, not to their former glory, but yeah, I do believe that if the correct game gets put into place, it could.
I hope the new Quake doesn't have the Strogg in it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it could, but it shouldn't be the main focus. It needs to be Lovecraftian, castle, that kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah. If the game focuses on the Strogg, I will not play it.
Okay, that's
not that they care.
Yeah. Rivers with the $2 R. Any updates on Half-Life Source? No. No. Hey, Tyler. Why Valve employee bad? Thank you.
We didn't say all Valve employees are bad. Only a couple of them.
There's a select few that have a lot of power that are bad.
As usually happens to people in power.
Yeah. I've been slowly working on a Portal Source mod a la Tag the Power of Paint. But would it be better to shift away from the Valve IP and create something unique?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it depends. A Portal mod being released would always get more attention than an indie game, but...
My gut reaction is to say yes, but at the same time, Portal mod...
It depends what you're doing. It depends if you can add value to the Portal IP or if you're boxing yourself in unneededly by sticking to the Portal franchise. It depends on what you're doing specifically. And, based on just saying, I am making a Portal mod, I really don't know where to direct you one way or another,
the more I think about the Portal movie, the more I feel like it would be a piece of shit if it ever did come out. Like, what could you even do with that? I can't imagine it being good.
It would be like turning the cores into minions.
Yep. No,
yeah,
no.
Fun for the whole family. GLaDOS.
I also imagine, like, I don't know. What I would do would be like the neurotoxin. I don't know, like the lab before GLaDOS is activated.
Yeah, that could be interesting, but it's not what they would do.
What if it was like a Cave Johnson movie, like a biopic?
Oh, that's way too meta. That they would. There are good ideas, but they're not like they're not J.J. Abrams like blockbuster big idea kind of things.
I would watch.
It would literally be like a retelling of Portal 2, but with a talking shell.
Yeah.
And Wheatley was a human or something stupid.
Wheatley is like a tall guy in a suit.
God.
That's how they drew him on Tumblr.
I know, and it wouldn't even be played by Stephen Merchant. If they got Stephen Merchant to just then I'd be okay. That's a little okay. And J.K. Simmons in cost, like it could be cool, but
could be.
It's not. That's not how it would be.
Someone just DM'd me and said Cave Johnson prequel, but it's Revenge of the Sith. I don't know what that means.
How does that work?
I don't know. I think he's going to elaborate. I still don't know what that means though.
Recently found your channel and I enjoy your content and streams. Thank you very much. Stupid question, but for fun. If Valve allowed you to see only one of their unreleased projects, which one would you choose? That is not a stupid question. JC, you first.
One unreleased project.
But I'm gonna guess that means you get to see everything. You have access to all of it.
Part of me wants to say Prospero with all the writing, all the documents, all the maps, but there's so many others. There's so many to choose from that we know about, and there's so many more we don't know about.
I mean, obviously, we have to pick one that we know.
Yeah, of course.
For me, it would be Left 4 Dead 3 because it was very close to being done. Either that or the 2015 Half-Life 3.
Yeah, I was hesitant to choose a version of Half-Life 3 because, as much as they probably made stuff for it, it probably was never very finished.
Left 4 Dead 3 was. I've talked to playtesters. Yeah.
If I could play Left 4 Dead 3 as it was, I would do that.
Yeah.
I would choose that.
If I got to be able to make a video and release it and put up servers and stuff, that'd be fucking dope.
I think for pure historical value, I still would choose Prospero.
Sure.
If I could see everything.
Sure. Ross Boss bonus with the £5. JJ goes full Spielberg and makes a full-scale animatronic GLaDOS. If that were to happen, I would like to see it in person, please.
Yes.
Medium Key with the $2. Hey, Tyler, are you epic? No. JC, are you epic?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah. Are you disappointed in Valve? You sound extremely disappointed in Valve compared to how hopeful you used to be.
What a question. What a question.
I'm going to say no comment.
No comment.
Any surprising VR ports coming down the line? I've heard of one, but I'm not going to step on their toes. So, yes, but I won't tell you. Any Payday 3 leaks? No, sorry. Hey, Tyler, I hope you're doing good. Since Valve... Oh, God. No, Valve is not going to be at E3. Smash and Nintendo is not going to announce a Valve character in Smash. No. Moving on. How dead is In the Valley of Gods on a scale of dead to on the shelf? It's dead.
That sucks.
It's gone. It's never coming back.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It looked kind of interesting.
So is TF2 dead for good? No.
People will still be playing it for a while.
And people be playing it forever.
As long as there are servers.
Yeah, like...
People I guess, yeah, people still play the original Team Fortress from 1996.
Yeah. Are there any major differences between Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? Higher resolution? It is like it seems like a DS port. Very little new content. I don't know, man. I'll play it. I already have it pre-ordered, but I don't know, man. It doesn't look that exciting. What do you personally think Valve's biggest blunder was in the past couple of years? We were saying in the last 2 to 3 years. Artifact.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Or, well, yeah.
Yeah. Artifact.
No, oh, well, never mind. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah. Over/under on Starfield dropping this summer? Starfield is not coming out this summer.
Right. I agree.
I don't know. Here's the here's the millionth question related to TF2. But do you know or think that anyone at Valve is going to update TF2's Valve anti-cheat? Yes. That's like the only thing that the few people that are trying to find time to work on TF2 are doing. Yes.
Yeah. That tracks.
Elden Ring news when? I'm not a From Software fan. Sorry if you've talked about this during the stream, but have you received any information about Breath of the Wild 2 at E3 this year? I've heard that it'll be there. I've heard that we will get some information this year. Do you get annoyed by people spamming you with TF2 all the time? Yes. Do you know any evidence to suggest another upcoming Quake game to get the franchise back to the mainstream? Back to the mainstream is subjective. You know, it will never be what it was in the 90s. But I mean, yeah, it seems like that's what it is working on now.
That's cool.
I heard that an American company, this is a $5 donation. I heard that an American company, Black Mesa, had a bad maybe nuclear accident. I hope you were all okay.
Ha 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 ha. Very funny.
Well then.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Have you been following Arrowhead? That shit looks cool.
I have. I like. It's all very early days in its development, I think. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna.
I still think it looks kind of cool.
It looks cool, but again, I've seen dozens and dozens.
Plenty of cool mods that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Will the Super Switch have exclusive games like the new Nintendo 3DS? Yes. Yes, it will. Have you heard anything about the new Steam controller? Concave shoulder buttons. That's I've heard that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Choose one Alex mod. FM Poner Runway. Oh, I can't do that. They both look fucking phenomenal. FM Bones is called Levitation, by the way, guys.
I'm very excited for Levitation.
When is the
Cannot
Avowed
wait to
video
play that.
coming out that you promised a long time ago? Probably this fall.
What video?
The Avowed video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think if CSGO gets a Source 2 port, I'm going to stop you right there? It's not. Next. Seeing the reemergence of the Half-Life 2 beta aesthetic and certain elements of Half-Life Alyx, is there any hope of a revival of this aesthetic in the future Half-Life titles? Yes. The original Rob Yescom version took way more inspiration from the beta aesthetic. Also, was the Half-Life 3 version set in North America supposed to inherit the beta aesthetic, or is that a coincidence? No, it was done purposefully. Yeah, it was. Since you've had dev preview access for Sandbox for a while, how much of a breath of fresh air has it been for you to see, to early see a game develop in real time and see the discussion in dev stuff and not having to rely on leaks being drip fed occasionally? Oh, it's hugely inspirational for me to be able to just see how it goes. However, this is very much a community-driven thing, and I get to see that kind of stuff all the time. The real breath of fresh air is if Valve were allowing themselves to be full transparent on the development of something. You know?
Yeah, which would never ever happen.
Hey Tyler, is there an IP that you would like to fall under Creative Commons? Yeah.
Like?
Team Fortress, probably, yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Hi Tyler and JC. Is this Half-Life 2 multiplayer project at all related to Obsidian conflict?
No. It hasn't been announced yet, guys.
Let's see, you made the mistake, dude. It's your fault.
I know, it is.
Yeah.
It totally is. Oh well.
Do you think Valve internals could be fixed? Of course they could. But it would take the removal of certain people that would, you know, not allow their posts to be clawed away from their cold, dead hands.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Rockstar games? They're okay. I'm not really massively into them. Would you recommend content creation as a hobby? No. No. This is hell!
This is hell!
What games would you recommend people to play over the summer? Fallout 76. Do you think there's going to be climbable ladders in Starfield?
What kind of a question is that?
JC, what do you think?
Yes. Yes.
There's your answer. Any chance of a new Portal game from Valve? I've heard zero about it, but of course there's always a chance.
There's always a chance they could use the IP for some tech demo.
Yep.
Which everyone loves. Everyone loves it when they do that.
What do you think Valve will be looking to improve in the Index 2? Higher resolution, wider FOV, wireless support, BCI.
All that sounds good until BCI, and it's like, never mind.
Do you think Gordon Freeman will ever speak in a Half-Life game? There was a version of Half-Life 3 where he talked the whole time. Will he be dubbed by Bryan Cranston?
Interesting choice.
I'm gonna say yes. I've actually heard that to be the case.
Really?
No. Super Switch reveal anytime soon. $5 from ENK. Yeah, it's this week. Have you talked about the new Steam controller a while back, but do you think it'll ever release? Nope. When will Valve announce anything? Summer sale's coming up. That's an announcement.
Yeah, they're probably going to announce that.
There you go. Summer sale. June.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, what is the newest project, hardware or software, that you think Valve is going to release? Citadel. I think Citadel's going to be first. Yeah. Could be Steam Pal or one of the pieces of hardware, but I think it'll be Citadel first. And with that, I'm caught up.
Oh, we caught up.
We caught up.
I've just been playing Half-Life 2 this whole time.
Wow. You're super focused. You're really in it.
Well, I wanted to like, you know, keep my hands busy.
Get your mind in the Valve.
Yeah.
Get your mind in the Valve.
I've stuck my head into a Valve.
I'm gonna ask Chimona why the complex demo isn't out yet.
Do it.
Still not out? Question mark. All right. Well, this has been another good episode of Letting Off Steam. I think JC will be in this for the foreseeable future, unless like she dies or something. Don't die.
I'm not planning on it.
I mean, no one plans. I mean, well, that's not true, but most, you know, I'll shut up.
Good one, Tyler.
But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. This has been fun.
It's a good episode.
Hope you guys had a good time.
Woo!
And I am going to get to work on my Valve Game Pass Xbox video thing. I hope I can get that out by tomorrow, and I will talk to you later. Bye, JC.
Bye.